Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 6.
I don't believe that antique shops are dumping grounds for, criminal activity.
Community reaction to comments from Moorhead City Attorney John Shockley. Thanks for joining us on this Tuesday. Moorhead City leaders turned down a request from a Fargo businessman who wanted to open a secondhand store in Moorhead.
Now, during their discussion, the city attorney indicated that secondhand stores encourage theft and drug abuse. Anybody addicted to stealing and try to resell. Now, Shockley today told us that his blanket statement was taken out of context.
Moorhead's police chief agrees. Dave Ebbinger says that Shockley's statements were in response to a hypothetical situation, not targeting local businesses. Valley News Team's Bradford Eric got firsthand reaction from secondhand shops.
That's kind of good. She repurposes things so.
Mary Nelson's Antique Mall in Moorhead has been collecting old-time knickknacks and recycled stuff for decades. She defends her line of work and those similar to her store.
No, I don't believe that we are a dumping ground for criminal activity. We provide a service.
She says folks cleaning out their basements or elderly people downsizing often bring in their things that have been collecting dust. And if something looks suspicious, she takes steps to protect herself.
We ask questions. We have forms that people have to fill out if we're suspicious of them.
It's very, very rewarding, and you meet a lot of wonderful people.
Donnie Skyberg manages the Moorhead Thrift Shop, a staple in the community for 40 years. The store donates all proceeds and has contributed over $500,000 since opening. For someone with such a big heart, Skyberg says the city at times does not feel welcoming of its businesses.
I think they should take another look at what they're in the office to do. They're here to help and encourage the businesses, and within the city, but they don't have the very best record, I don't think.
We took the comments to a third secondhand shop where they employ people with special needs. The store manager said it's a mistake to categorize thrift shops as dens of illegal activity. In Moorhead, Bradford Eric, Valley News Live.
Most of the secondhand shops we talked to said they rely on donations to fill their shelves, and while some have dealt with stolen goods in the past, they believe the vast majority of items dropped off are fine.
A Fargo motel's parking policy is leaving some Fargo visitors upset and without a car. Multiple viewers contacted us to investigate whether or not Motel 6 is scamming people. A Moose Lake, Minnesota couple in town for the Fargo Marathon had their car towed from the motel. The couple says their car was registered at the motel and they had a parking pass.
Had our vehicle wrongfully towed. Motel 6 staff and corporate took zero responsibility, even though they knew we were a paying customer.
Doug Gentanen says motel staff misplaced their car registration form. Motel 6 does have multiple signs posted saying their lot is for permit parking only. Midwest Towing says they have a verbal contract with the motel to enforce parking and confirms they towed vehicles this past weekend. We've been told the crackdown on unregistered vehicles is to help deter crime around the area. Midwest Towing says Motel 6 management double-checked their work by coming to the impound lot on Saturday.
Management was actually here on our property. They walked back there and there was no permits on the car. So we are not going to tow a car if we don't have to. We have other things we can be doing.
After we started investigating Motel 6, we finally took responsibility. Gentanen got a call today saying the company is going to reimburse the couple and pay their $200 impound fee. As far as a scam, Fargo police say that private properties have the right to tow whatever they'd like, and it becomes a civil matter then. Well, if you ever need help uncovering any issue in your community, call our whistleblower hotline at 701-237-6576 and leave your tip, and a member of our investigative team will get on the case and go to work to expose the truth.
Was that some fantastic sunshine today? Sure brightened the day and many spirits along the way, but it sounds like we may be heading into more rain. Let's find out first of all about tonight's weather. Hutch, what's the latest?
Well, I'll tell you what, that sunshine indeed felt nice. We had light winds today as well. I hope you enjoyed the dry weather because soggy conditions are returning to the valley as we speak. Along Interstate 94 and points south of Jamestown, we're starting to see some moisture spreading in. Dickey and Lemoore County is where this is moving into right now. Fergus Falls, sunny at 54 degrees, light winds and pleasant this evening. Jamestown has 53 with clouds moving in. It's still dry in central Stutsman County. Fargo's planner for this evening shows that the mid-50s will continue to be with us through the early evening hours. Then as we head toward the sunset time, the clouds will increase, temperatures will fall, and overnight the rain falls. I'll tell you how much and where I expect the majority of it to fall coming up here in just a few moments.
All right, look forward to that. Thanks, Hutch. And you can stay up to date on the very latest on your weather from your smartphone or tablet. You can also get the latest road and weather conditions on our Storm Team app. Search VNL Weather in the App Store.
An exclusive story now that you will only see here. A Cass Lake, Minnesota woman who does not want to be identified has come forward with her story of sexual abuse as part of her healing process and to hopefully help other victims of abuse. It was 1981 in Cass Lake. The victim claims she was 13 when a man married into her family and began sexually abusing her. She ended up having a son from that abusive relationship. However, she's decided not to pursue any legal rights to file charges against him. She says she wants to spare her son from further trauma in her dysfunctional family.
And now that I'm starting to actually actively do healing, it's not my fault, and it never was my fault that this perpetrator had issues of his own. That doesn't make it my issue.
The victim says that she has begun to finally turn her life around by working with other victims at a women's crisis center.
Fargo police have opened up an arson investigation following a small kitchen fire near the NDSU campus late last night. Crews were called out to 909 North University Drive. When they arrived, smoke was visible from the front door. A person living there put the fire out with water, then left the home. Well, it wasn't extinguished. Firefighters quickly finished up. Police were called back a couple hours later after fire crews determined the cause was suspicious.
A Devils Lake man could face 30 years in prison after pleading guilty in the stabbing death of a 64-year-old man in northwestern Minnesota. 25-year-old Ray Little Wolf told a judge in Warren that he stabbed Ronald Foss in the back, shoulder, and neck after a night of drinking. He said he got upset when Foss allegedly made some sexual advances toward him. The two had met in Grand Forks. Little Wolf's account of what took place is supported by Marshall County investigators and BCA agents. Sentencing is scheduled for June 16th.
A couple of Fargo schools staged an emergency drill today to practice evacuating a school and getting students hooked up with their families. Nearly 800 students at Carl Ben Eielson were bused to South High School during this drill. Once at the high school, students proceeded to the gym where 30 drama students acted as parents and guardians arriving to pick up their students.
What did our team tell us from the emergency preparedness team at the district office, the reunification team at Fargo South, as well as the staff here at CBE to determine what did they see that we possibly could do better? And once we know that, we'll make those improvements. But certainly, as a whole, we felt pretty good about how the drill went.
The staging was meant to test timing, computer applications, and overall just to be better prepared for an emergency.
People in the Perham-Dent Public School District are heading to the polls today to vote on a referendum totaling almost $60 million. The money will be used to build a new high school as well as additions and renovations to upgrade Prairie Wind Middle School and Heart of the Lakes Elementary School and the relocation of the early childhood program. For more information and finding your voting precinct, head to valleynewslive.com and click on this story.
And voters in Hillsborough today are deciding whether to extend an existing 1-cent city sales tax that's set to expire this summer. The 1% tax was approved back in 2002 to help finance the Hillsborough Events Center. That facility will be paid off in June. City leaders propose that the tax money, which raised about $160,000 in 2014, be used to pay off the city's existing debt or curb future utility rate increases. Voters still have until 7. Voting is at the Main Street Community Center. Remember to like Valley News Live on Facebook. You can follow the latest news, weather, and breaking news updates anytime on our feed. Just search Valley News Live, like our page, and you'll stay informed throughout the entire day.
Coming up later at 6, sunshine is great, but you need to protect yourself. We'll have some suggestions for you.
Sunday and Monday's super soakers soak the region with up to 3 and 4 inches of rain. More is on the way. Your hour-by-hour details are coming up right after this.